Hello, everybody. Welcome to the big show. My name is Mickey, and this is Mickey in the Middle, the quintessential show for middle Americans where all middle Americans are welcome. It doesn't matter where you've been, where you're going. Just that fact that you're here blesses me and blesses everybody that's watching the show. We're always looking for inputs and we're always looking for comments because we believe that the people in the middle of the country, middle Americans, if you will, should have the biggest voice because we're not part of the crazy left. We're not part of the crazy right. We are just people that are trying to live our lives in peace and prosperity with love and with understanding and compassion and care. And our government keeps messing it up. And that's all that they do over and over and over is our government keeps messing it up, making life harder for all of us. You know, the amount of regulations that we have from the EPA and the FDA and the CDC and the Department of Transportation and the Commerce and the SEC and all. Oh my God, it's absolutely enraging when you think of how many rules that they've put on all of us. But that's going to be nothing. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. That's going to be absolutely nothing if Davos and the people that go to Davos get their little tentacles into the world, and I'm going to explain that today. So today we're going to be talking about Davos, but before we go there, let's go to the chat. Olympics. Congratulations to gold medal winner Carolyn Gregg's Ledger. That's gold, Carolyn Gregg's Ledger. Congratulations, Carolyn. Great to see you. Hi, Mark Calcaterra coming in with a smooth silver medal right there. And then Darla Jo Stewart Bennett coming in with a nice bronze medal. So that puts her in third place. So thank you very much for everybody showing up, making congratulations to Carolyn, Mark, Darla, and Darla and Carolyn and Mark. Good on you. And then Carolyn goes, yes, that is awesome. So, all right. So before we go any further, I just want to share something with you that I believe is it's a blessing and an honor, and it is something that is very near and dear to my heart. It is what I'm about to tell you makes my heart happy and sad all together, but it makes it more happy than sad because today I was notified of this. That is right. That right there is the Spirit of Spillane Award. It was given out today, and that goes to London Bennett, the Spirit of Spillane Award 21-22. And guess what? That's none other than Darla Jo Stewart Bennett's granddaughter here in Cabot, Arkansas. Absolutely spectacular because I'm going to tell you, the award was named after my wife for basically it was for students that have an indomitable spirit about them. And it doesn't matter what their grades are. It's about the human being that they are, the character that they have developed, the character that they share with the world, the character that they have. And if you remember earlier, we did a show during one of the shows. We talked about the fact that London Bennett had done a mural on the Art Walk in Cabot, Arkansas about a picture that was my wife took from the back porch of my house. And London took that and made a mural out of it. And then the family surprised me by dragging me down there and showing the picture and made me cry. They made me cry. But that just goes to show you the spirit that London Bennett has, that 4 years after my wife passed away, that she would remember her and she would remember her spirit, and she would go and she would ask not only the art teacher, but the school and then the Cabot Foundation for Art and Culture here in Cabot and see if she could put that mural up. And I cannot tell you, the spirit that that young lady shows is absolutely magnificent. I will be forever thankful to her for not only remembering, but to also because she's an incredible human being, and she will take the spirit that my wife embodied, and she will be bringing that forward with her and sharing with the world forever and ever and ever. So, London, congratulations. I cannot tell you how proud I am to know you, how proud I am that you're my friend, how proud I am that you are such the quality individual that you are. It means absolutely the world to me. I did not have anything to do with this voting. I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't know that they were going to do this at this time. But I just want to let you know, I also have to thank the people at Cabot Public Schools for remembering my wife and the honor that you bring to our family. It really does make me absolutely proud that they remember her and honor students with an award like this. And it can't happen without great teachers, great mentors, great administrators, great public school systems. And that just is a testament to the great people that we have in the Cabot Public School System here in my hometown, Cabot, Arkansas. So, explain what Davos is. All right, what is Davos? All right, let's do the Davos thing, shall we? Let's start off by showing you who started Davos. This guy's name is Klaus Schwab. Klaus is a dude that's a billionaire. He owns a lot of stuff. He's got more money than God has money. And Davos was started by him a bunch of years ago when he got all of his billionaire and millionaire friends together and said, "Hey, look here. We are elite. We are special. We are the people that make the world work. And we need to take control of the world, and we need to make the world better and create it in our image, what we think." Now, he's famous for saying, in the future, the people will own nothing and they will like it. That is Klaus Schwab in a freaking nutshell. Davos happens every single year in a place called Davos. I believe Davos is in Switzerland. I'm not sure. Let's ask. What country is Davos in?
The answer I find is Switzerland.
So Davos, Switzerland. There you go. So Davos, the billionaire class all get together and they decide what direction the world is going to go. So I made a whole bunch of notes about Davos because these millionaires and billionaires decide to get together. Then they spend money to influence the world, and they put money towards charities. They put money towards governments. They put money towards politicians, political campaigns, and their whole thing is to restructure the world in their image according to them. Now, Davos happens every year and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And in just a second, we're going to talk about the people that participate in Davos and then my notes, because I think it's very, very important to get to know these people. So what I'm going to do is first, I would like to play you a video from the opening ceremonies at Davos in 2022. This happened recently, and this is Klaus Schwab, the inventor of Davos, speaking. So this is going to go on for about a minute, but I want you to watch this. Here you go. This is very, very interesting. Here you go. Here's Klaus.
But let's also be clear. The future is not just happening. The future is built by us, by a powerful community as you here in this room. We have the means.
The future is the community, the people in this room. What an arrogant asshole. I will say it. Klaus Schwab, you're a dick. All right. So I'm going to go back to that, but I had to interrupt it. I don't know whether I can adjust it back to that. So I just wanted to let you know that Klaus is saying the future is going to be shaped by the people in the room. Here's Klaus again.
But let's also be clear. The future is not just happening. The future is built by us, by a powerful community as you here in this room. We have the means to improve the states of the world. But two conditions are necessary. The first one is that we act all as stakeholders of larger communities, that we serve not our only self-interests, but we serve the community. That's what we call stakeholder responsibility. And second, that we collaborate. And this is the reason why you find many opportunities here during the meeting to engage into very action and impact-oriented initiatives to make progress related to specific issues on the global agenda.
All right, so I would like to point one thing out that you might have missed. The one thing that I took out of this is when he talked, he was talking to the people that were in there, and he was saying, you are the stakeholders. He didn't say Mickey Spillane was a stakeholder. Here's what the deal is. That son of a bitch wants to take over the world. I'm a stakeholder. I'm in this. Here's what the deal is. I'm doing okay. Do you remember when he said, when I told you that Klaus Schwab was famous for saying, you will own nothing and like it? Here's what the deal is, Klaus. I'm pretty sure you're not going to give up your billionaire lifestyle, your airplanes, your houses, your trips, your vacations, your megalomaniac, narcissistic, asshole type attitudes towards any of this. You're not giving any of that shit up. You want me to give up my shit. But here's what I will do. I will believe you when you fly one of those $1 million airplanes down here to Arkansas and you get off that son of a bitch and you come live next to me in my neighborhood in Cabot, Arkansas. You want everybody to give up everything? Do you believe that we believe that you're going to give up everything? That everybody's going to own nothing? The second thing is the stakeholders are in a room. So we've got all of these seminars for you to go to so you can pick your thing, so that you can pick the thing that we have decided, whether it is vaccinations, whether response to COVID or the monkeypox, whether it is response to hunger in the world, transportation, global warming, international affairs, wars. Really, Klaus? You dick. I'm telling you, man, that dude's an asshole. Next thing up, and this is critically important about this. He said, go find things about your self-interest and other people and others. So things that are not only in your self-interest. So he just said it right there. He said things in your self-interest, but also the community. So yeah, how about that? How about that? So find things that are not only in your self-interest, but also for the community, and it really, really pisses me off that he thinks so little of me that he didn't call me and invite me to Davos, Switzerland this year. Yeah. So they've been getting together for a while. So the Billionaire Class includes, before I get to the Billionaire Class, I want to, Mark Calcaterra says, drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid. It's good for you. Sounds like someone from the past. Yeah. Yeah, you think? The little I'm not going to talk about anybody with an accent. I'm not, but he does sound eerily familiar to people of the past, right? So the next thing I want to do is I want to share this article with you. I'm going to be down here in the corner. Hey, but I am going to read this, right? Because this is Klaus. This is Klaus. And here's the roster of attendees. Now, I'm going to read some of this because I thought that this is very interesting. The infamous World Economic Forum will host its annual meeting in Davos next week, and we're here to make sure you know who's attending the invitee-only gathering. So this is from ronpaulinstitute.org. The World Economic Forum, through its annual Davos Congress, acts as the go-to policy and idea shop for the ruling class. The non-governmental organization is led by comic book villain-like character Klaus Schwab. its megalomaniac president who articulates a true, insane, extremist political agenda for our future. Heard one of your politicians declaring support for Buildback Better agenda? The Buildback Better agenda came straight out of Davos, where they're going to break down the world and rebuild it in their image. How about the Great Reset? That was another one. All of those bumper sticker political narratives that were popularized by the World Economic Forum. Now, when I tell you this is why this is important. It's important for everybody to understand that Macron in France, Trudeau in Canada, the dude down in Australia, whoever that happens to be, Boris Johnson over in Great Britain, they've all used the Build Back Better formula, and so has your president, Joseph R. Biden. I'm just saying, it's kind of strange how a bunch of millionaires and billionaires all get together, and the next thing you know, they all sound exactly the same. Build Back Better, the Great Reset. You've heard it, I've heard it, we've all heard it. Just crazy. Oh, and then Mark says Jim Jones. Oh my God, that is so funny. Jim Jones, drank the Kool-Aid. I get it now, right? He only killed all of his followers and himself. So yeah, that is correct. So here's the thing is, let's go back to the article real quick. It says Davos includes the usual component of WEFs. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Totalitarian eco status agenda topics and discussed in panels at 22 meeting will include experience the future of cooperation, world collaboration village, staying on course for nature's action, future-proofing health systems, accelerating reskill revolution, the net in net zero, future of globalization, unlocking carbon markets. You want to know why they do that? They want to unlock carbon markets because they're going to buy all of the carbon credits and they're going to screw the rest of us. That's why. That means that you can't use any type of petroleum product without paying extra for using that. And of course, that's gasoline and everything, oil, gas, coal. The American contingent will include 25 politicians and Biden administration officials. U.S. Secretary of Commerce Gina Raimondo will join climate czar John Kerry as the White House representatives there. They'll be joined by 12 Democrat and 10 Republican politicians, including 7 senators and 2 governors. Without further delay, I've provided an entire list of who they are showing up. Gina Raimondo, Secretary of Commerce, John Kerry, Bill Keating, Congressman from Massachusetts, Daniel Musser. They're going up there to rub elbows with billionaires. Ted Lieu, he's an asshole from California. Ann Wagner, Christopher Coons, Darrell Issa, another congressman from California, is another dickhead. Deborah Fisher, senator from Nebraska, don't know anything. Eric Holcomb, governor of Indiana. They're going over there to get billions of dollars contributed to their campaigns. Look at this. Hogan of Maryland, McCall from Texas, Tomey from Pennsylvania, Senator Patrick Leahy from Vermont. Oh man, this just makes me sick. Al Gore, Vice President of the United States from 93 to 2001. Justin Trudeau's. So those are all the big hitters that are going back there. So I'd like to say thank you very much to Ron Paul Institute for going ahead and putting that up online. Okay, so with that said, I've made a bunch of notes, and I think that everybody needs to follow these notes because these are important notes. First of all, I said find the clip of Schwab saying that the people in the room will change the world. Just showed you that. We're going to need everyone to voluntarily, these are my notes. We're going to need everyone to voluntarily enslave themselves so that we can save the world. That's what their attitude is. We are going to control everything. You will own nothing and you will like it. Yeah. So the question is how will they control you? And it took me a little while to get to this answer, but they have a plan to actually control you and everything that you do. And it's going to be really, really easy. I can't believe that they came up with this because it is true. They are going to assign you and your business and every corporation in the entire world a score that they believe whether you are a good human being or a piece of crap. And they've got this thing all worked out, and it's called an ESG score. Now, an ESG stands for environmental, societal, and governmental. And based on those three factors, you're going to be able to get a score on that. And if let's say environmental, you don't recycle, you're going to have a really, really low ESG score. If you're not into recycling, or if you drive a car that uses gas, you're not being kind to the environment. So they're going to assign you a score that's going to be low on environmental. Societal. If you disagree with them, then that means that you're going against society, and you're going to have a low score in the society category. So that means that you can say capitalism is the best system, but they go, oh no, we're going to go socialist on you. They disagree with you. Now, all of a sudden, your social score is going to go down. And then governmental. Are you happy with the government? Do you agree with the government? Do you go along with the government? Do you follow all the regulations? Do you follow all the rules? You're going to get a shitty score on that. Now, they're already doing this. They are already assigning ESG scores, just like they assign credit scores through the big three credit bureaus in the United States. Those are Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. You know how you have absolutely no input to your credit score? You just have a credit score? You didn't even know you had a credit score until you go get a loan from a bank or go to a credit union and they look up your credit score, or you want to go do business with somebody, they look up your credit score, or you want to get an apartment, they look up your credit score, or you want to buy a house or do anything. You know how you did not voluntarily give anybody information, but you have a credit score. That's what they're going to do with ESG, environmental, societal, and government. They're going to give you a score of whether you're a good human being or a piece of shit human being, just like a credit score. Do you have good credit or do you have bad credit? And this is how they're going to get you. Now, they're already doing this with corporations. They've already got the system in place. And you can go to all of the major corporations in the world. Let's go do this. Let's go do this. Let's go do this. I'm going to type in what company has the best ESG score. Here you go. Let's go and find out. Best practice, Treasury, Capital Group. Why does ESG matter? The 100 best ESG. This is from investors.com. It says 100 best ESG scores. Let's see. Tech giants, Microsoft, Nvidia, Salesforce, Accenture, all made the grade, as well as non-tech companies like Lindell, JB Hunt, and Galidian Activewear. So here you go. Number 1, Billionaire. This cracks me up. Billionaire Bill Gates, his company. Now, Bill goes around the world trying to get rid of carbon, trying to save the planet. All he does is he's a bloviating asshole that goes through the world thinking he's better than everybody else and wants to tell us how to do our job. So I'm pretty sure that Microsoft makes all of the crap that goes in these computers, and I'm pretty sure it's not good for the environment. Personally, on a societal level, I think Bill Gates is an asshole and needs to stay at home and needs to not be all fancy-dancy and tries to save us from vaccines. When he's not a doctor, I'm sure he's read up on that thing, but I'm going to tell you right now, my daughter is in first year of med school, just got done with the first year of med school, knows more about vaccines than that guy does. You want to know why? Because she studied it. I'm just saying. That's absolutely crazy. Next thing is, back to the big list. Lindy, Accenture, JB Hunt, Xylem, Texas Instruments, Salesforce, Gillian Actor, and Metro. Look at this. Oracle, Qualcomm, they've all got scores, ESG score. This is the way that they're going to get you. They are going to decide whether you are, they are going to decide whether you're a good person or a bad person. Look at that. Microsoft, 76.30. Wonder how they got that number, right? That's crazy. Let's see who's at the bottom of the list. Cabot, CBT, chemical specialty, a 68. So all of these people have been rated good or bad. And you got to understand, they're doing this for every company in the United States of America. And then eventually, they're going to take this and they're going to do it to you. They are going to do it to you. And then if you don't comply with Davos and their ESG scores, all of a sudden you're going to be determined to be a bad human being. And then how in the hell do you get out of that? Then you got to kiss their ass. If you want to buy a house, you got to kiss their ass. If you want to buy a car. They've already said that they are going to control the population through ESG. And it's going to be shit that and they took billions of dollars and they created a corporation just to rate you on your ESG. And right now they're doing it with corporations. But they've already said that this is going to start being included in personal, small businesses. And you're going to have to get on board. You know, that it pisses me off. It pisses me off. These egotistical maniacs, these narcissists, I'm going to save the world and I don't care what anybody says. And then they get their billions of dollars and they're not coming down here to Cabot to find out how things work. Darla Joe, Stuart Bennett says, I think it's hysterical that they have such lofty opinions of themselves. They do. That is true. Mark says, you did when you filled out a credit application. You are correct, right? So I got a question. If I fill out a credit application, why do we got to go ask somebody else? That's what my thing is. That's what my thing about credit score is. If I go into my bank and I say, I'm going to fill out a credit application, you got to sign a thing that says, we're going to go to these other companies and they're going to research you and they're going to crawl up your ass and they're going to find out whether you've ever been late on a gas payment. They're going to find out whether you paid your bill on time. How come that's not between you and the bank and the bank makes an assessment of that? Why do we have 3 credit companies? And you can go get a score from all of them. It's free. Yeah, whatever. You know, but now this ESG score. Now, when you go to the bank and you talk to them, they're going to go, well, what is your ESG? What is your credit rating? That means that I'm not allowed to disagree with them. That means that I'm not allowed to drive a car. That means I'm not allowed to say that nuclear energy is better for the environment than the bullshit wind factories that we have. I'm not allowed to say that I don't believe in global warming. I'm not allowed to say that I disagree with any of the policy that these assholes come up with. And then the government, how well do I like the government? How well do I socialize? And how well do I support the government? They're going to rate me on that too. Those are all opinions. If I paid my cable bill on time, that is a fact. ESG is opinion. That's how Microsoft got to be number 1. It's opinion. And it's absolutely pathetic that they are going to control us with this. And I'm going to tell you what, I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to do about it. All I can tell you is that they're assholes for doing this. Oh, by the way, I'm on my home field again. I love this. I got the soldier up there, got the cross above that. I got Civil War. That's what we're in right now. We're in a Civil War. Captain America versus Iron Man. This is real. Captain America is all about freedom. Iron Man says the government needs to protect the people. And that's what these assholes at Davos are doing. They're like, we must protect the planet. And we must make sure that you do things our way. You're going to eventually own nothing and you're going to like it. Yeah, Klaus, you're not going to give up your shit, are you? They're not going to give up their stuff. I guarantee that Klaus is still going to have his airplanes, his houses, his vacations, his boats. He's going to have all of that stuff. but he's also going to take all your stuff away from you. And he wants to start in the United States, and that's why he's got Joe Biden and the Department of Transportation and the Securities and Exchange Commission and all the alphabet agencies supporting him. They have infiltrated the government, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm telling you right now, it's not good. So what else did I write down here? Young people today are being convinced that this is a real thing and that ESG needs to determine whether a company or a human being is good or bad. But they have not considered who is doing the rating and why they're doing the rating. I'm telling all you young people that are watching right now, it's to build in your compliance so that you don't fight them. And you might go, hey, yeah, we need to save the environment. And yeah, we need to be nice to each other online. But here's what the deal is. You're voluntarily enslaving yourself to an arbitrary standard set by somebody else that if you don't comply, they will ruin you. So play the game the Davos way, or they will make sure that you cannot get a bank loan, credit, anything. When they apply this to people, to make no mistake, they will. You and me and everybody else that's a commoner will be enslaved by ESG and the people that are up at Davos. So that's what I got to say tonight. So I am sorry that we went 4 minutes too long. Just want to let everybody know I really appreciate you being here. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate your comments, the fact that you guys want to join me every single night. It really, it's good to be back in my home field. But tomorrow night, I'll probably be back in Oklahoma. Just want to let everyone know. Congratulations to London Bennett for the Spirit of Spillane Award. I cannot tell you how proud I am of her and of the fact that the school system thought enough of her to give her that award. And then finally, I can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody being here and watching these silly little videos. I really do appreciate it. And I love the comments and I love the interaction and I love y'all. So without further ado, remember, like, share, hit the notification bell. Tell all your friends about the show. Mickey in the Middle, 9 p.m. Central, most days, Monday through Friday, unless I'm on vacation or I can't make it. And other than that, thank you very much for watching. I really, really, really do appreciate it. And without further ado, where is it? There's the end one. Good night, small one. I love you.